Hello Scottish Women in Business, I am delighted to be part of Life is for Learning every Thursday. I am teaching you how to do not one but two garnishes for your gin and tonics or for just any non-alcoholic drink as well. So we're going to do two. These are my two absolute favourite garnishes to do. It's an apple fan and a citrus rose. You can use any citrus fruit for this. I'm using the pink grapefruit. I always find the larger the better. What you need for this is an apple, a pink grapefruit, a cocktail stick, a peeler and a knife. Let's start off with the easiest one, is the apple fan. So what you're going to need is an apple, and what we're going to do for this is we're going to get our apple, we're going to get our knife, and we're just going to cut down, not halfway, but over to the right a little bit so you miss the core. So we're going to get the apple and we're just going to cut down, just like that. The larger piece you can keep for later, you can eat. Nice and healthy. And we're going to get our smaller piece of the apple and we're going to place down onto your chopping board like that. What we're going to do now is we're going to get a knife and we're just going to do little thin slices right along. Like so. So nice thin slices and just making sure you keep all the apple together. There we go. So I've done little thin slices right along. So it still looks like it's all together, but there's nice thin slices. Don't worry if they're not too thin, just as long as they don't look like chips. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to take 2 or 3 from each side. I'm going to do 2, just depends how thin your slices are. Like that. And then we're going to get our cocktail stick and we're just going to pierce it. So look at this like it's a clock. You've got 12 o'clock and you've got 2 o'clock. I'm going to pierce it through 2 o'clock right through to the other side. There we go. Sometimes it's easier to put it onto your chopping board. So I'm just going to pierce it right through to the other side, like that. And then what we're going to do now is one by one, we're just going to slowly open it up. And it just makes a lovely apple fan like this. If you're doing this a few hours before your guests come round or your friends, you can put a little bit of lemon juice or lime juice and the vitamin C from that juice stops it from going brown as well. Or you can freeze it, any garnishes I do you can freeze as well. So that's the apple fan. Right, put that to one side and then we're going to do the pink grapefruit citrus rose. So we've done the apple fan, we're now going to do the citrus rose. So what you need for this is any citrus fruit. I'm using the pink grapefruit and you need a peeler. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off at the top and get a really long citrus peel. So I'm going to spiral right down to the bottom. The way I find to get a really long peel is holding the citrus onto my chest, my stomach or the chopping board. So hold onto the chopping board today and we're going to start at the top and just spiral right down. And I'm just going to go left right. And the smell from this is just amazing. So just spiral down. Left a nice long peel like this. This one is very long, don't worry if it's not as long as this. Pop this to one side, you can chop this up and freeze it later. And then we're going to use this nice long peel. What we're going to do now is we're going to get our peel and we're going to face it onto the chopping board, skin facing down onto the chopping board like this. And what we're going to do now is we're going to get one of the sides and we're just going to roll the peel up as tight as we can go. There we go, and once you've rolled it up, you should be left with a citrus rose like this. And then to keep this in place, I just get a cocktail stick and pierce it right through to the other side, like that. So we have the citrus rose now, and we've got the apple fan. It's now time to build the gin and tonic. So, I always say this, with a gin and tonic, the more ice the better. If you only put a little bit of ice in your drink, it will melt really quickly and it will water down your drink. So you want to fill the glass right up with ice. There we go, so I'm going to fill the glass up with ice. I've filled the glass up right up with ice. And the other good thing about filling it right up with ice is it makes the garnish sit much better on the top as well. Okay, so I'll pop my gin in. I'm using a pink grapefruit and cucumber gin. So I'm just going to do a double in here. Like so. And then I'm going to add the tonic in. Then add the tonic, and then what we're going to do now is we're going to place the garnish in. So when I put the apple fan in, I like to face it up the way so you can see it. If you place it down, you won't be able to see it. So I'm just going to sit it on top like that. And then got the citrus rose, and then I just like to sit that in front of it. You'll have your apple fan and your citrus rose. You've got a lovely gin and tonic like this as well.